Okay, folks, I get too caught up in the philosophy of what I'm talking about when really all I'm here to do is just do some art. And I was so much out of the camera when I did this particular part that I'm going to have to try to rectify that. Everybody say rectify, justify. These are just word games that we play to try to learn vocabulary, which, you know, I just got to stop talking because I start getting involved with talking about what I see as the absolute injustice and stupidity of the education system, which has to do with, it really has to do with money. But, to even say that is like, that's like the worst word you can use because those who, the thing is, that art just, see, I'm trying to stay in the camera, for instance, and I don't have a producer, so I'm doing my own production. And I keep on, I don't get out of the camera necessarily because I'm stupid necessarily. I mean, if I am, that's another issue. But what I'm trying to do is draw the top of a Christmas tree. And that's what I intended to do from the beginning. And I need to stop talking about all this philosophy, don't I? Education philosophy, politically correct. The thing is that this politically correct thing that has been kind of invented, the whole phrase, the phrase politically correct, the reason it's called politically correct is because it's not correct, it's political. So when you're forced to say, you're forced not to talk, basically, in the name of politics. And so if you say something that's true, but it's not quote unquote politically correct, what that really means is that you're telling the truth about a group of people that you're threatening their income, which, money's important, but it's not the most important thing in the world. I think Christmas is pretty important. How about that? So on that note, which, I don't mean to make any kind of like joke, like note, because we love music and everything. But on that note, we're going to just tie up this drawing, finish it up. And when you draw along with me, you do not have to draw what I'm drawing. This is just, the thing about drawing, it's like music. If you feel... and we'll do a quick tutor on blending and shading a face before I sign off. So, in my opinion, even this pen right here, the one I'm using, even this one has a little too much ink for certain areas of the face and yet not enough for other areas of the face. So we're just blending and fading as best we can with that pen. It's not perfect, but nothing is perfect. Guess what? Nothing is perfect. I guess that's the real lesson of the day. Nothing is perfect, but however something is, in terms of what you're asked to do by fate, a teacher, destiny, your mom, your dad, your guardian, your family, your sister, your brother, whoever it is that asked you to do something, if you have no choice, first of all, if you have no choice, then you might have to do it. And second of all, really think, I would say, about whether or not that needs to be done, what you're being asked to do, such as, if something's right or wrong. If somebody's asking you to do something wrong, don't do it. If somebody's asking you to do something right, but it's really hard to do, then try to do it. Words of wisdom. Okay, so we're blending and fading. Okay, so you see how this kind of pen can make a shadow. Shadow is an illusion of all these things are ultimately what you come down and up and sideways with is that art was used by cultural groups of humanity in the ancient days of prehistory when people wanted to communicate to each other about important stuff like, there's the water hole, we get the water hole, we're thirsty, we're hungry, all those animals are killing us, help us, let's control the animals, we love the animals, not all of them are killing us, communication. So humans learned to communicate using symbols which represented important things, which is why if you look at the Chinese alphabet, maybe other alphabets also, but maybe not as much. The Chinese alphabet and the Chinese language, especially Mandarin, are musical. Somebody, although some say Cantonese, I've been heard. Well, let's not get into that. I barely even speak Chinese. All I know how to say is "Hello, how are you?" which is "Ni hao ma." It's musical. There's tonality involved with the Chinese language, especially Mandarin. I have to check about Cantonese. Other comments from my Cantonese brothers and sisters and my Chinese brothers and sisters in general are welcome. Hit the subscribe button. Okay, thank you so much and have a nice day.